What's up? It's Cuervo, Springfield's Rock Station, Q102. I'm here with Carlos. He's one of the techs, your guitar tech, right?
Bass and guitar.
Bass and guitar. So if you don't know, there is a difference out there if you don't play music. But we got the honor. You got some time to come out here. We had a friend give you a call. You came out. And the best part about this, Carlos, for me is, yeah, we've been interviewing like a lot of the rock stars all day long. This is something from the other side that we get to now kind of hear about and like from what you see all the time. You're traveling with Lamb of God. So, I mean, that's epic in itself. Number one, how long have you been going around and, been a tech for them?
I've been a tech with Lamb of God for 5 years. Before that, I was with Testament for 8 years. I started out with Death. I've been doing this a while.
Yeah. So now I've asked this before, but now I'm going to change the tune of it. So with this, the profession, the job that you have, I mean, like, so I play guitar as well. It's an instrument. There's tuning. There's so much more to it if you don't understand it. It's like any skill set. If you don't understand it, you're not aware of it. So at what age, like when you finally got into it, like where was that decision? You're like, you know what? I'm going all the way with it, and then you started getting into the bands and traveling with these artists.
Well, I started playing music when I was 6. And it kind of went from there, and I got in a band. I got a record deal when I was 15 years old with Capitol Records, toured all over, and then I started my own band out of Kansas City called Foxy Foxy in the 80s, which then evolved into a band called Sacrifice Isaac in the 90s. After that, I got married and decided that I was going to quit playing music, moved down to the lake in Kimberling City, and had a couple of wonderful kids. And I had the opportunity, a friend of mine called me and offered me a job to tech for Death. And I really wasn't looking to get back in the business, but I thought, who gets to go travel the world and see the country at that particular time? So I took advantage of it. Befriended Steve DiGiorgio, the bass player for Death at the time, and he was playing in Testament as well. Him and I became very good friends, and he got me the job in Testament, which I worked for a long time. Wonderful people, great friends of mine. Chuck and I are like brothers. And then we were doing the Slayer farewell tour, and I had the opportunity then to meet the guys in Lamb of God, which John and I and Willie all became really good friends. The tour manager for Lamb of God also recorded my band in the 90s. It all kind of connected, and the opportunity came where he called me up and offered me the job. Tough to leave my job at Testament, being there and them being family to me, but it gave me the opportunity to go up to an A-level band on the big stages, and here I am, man. I love every minute of it. It's great.
It's awesome. I mean, so when you're out there, I mean, you're clearly like right on side stage, and I mean, like you've got to be like kind of ready to go. Do you have something that you do? So like with the artists, you always ask, what do you do to warm up? What do you do? Do you have like a routine or anything you do before, like mentally, to just get ready for each show, just to make sure you're prepared so everything goes off without a hitch?
Yeah, every morning it's the same routine for me. I try to set up a world on stage right. It's the same every day for my artists. We create a really cool vibe there. It's set up the exact same way. I burn incense. We have a cool vibe. I mean, stage right we have a deal we call Stage Right Crew. And that's what we do. We have a great atmosphere that I create every day. No matter where we're at, it's the same setup. The guys come in, they feel comfortable. They don't worry about anything. I start early in the morning. I have to restring and tune all the guitars, clean them from the previous shows, which takes about 3 to 4 hours. Then it's about time to hit stage. We get all the stuff on stage, do line check and sound checks, which kind of gives me the opportunity to go out, play guitar and bass on the big stage with the huge PAs. So I'm still getting that out of my system. And then the guys come out and do their thing. And then it's showtime. And every show, you get a little bit of butterflies. It's always a great feeling. And if not, you're dead.
Well, hell, man. So, like tonight, they're going to be going on. So we have like Slipknot headlining tonight. With that one, I mean, that's always a show. But is there anything like when you've been on tour with this? What's one other band that's kind of like stuck out with you, like whether it's fangirling or whatever? What's one that like is a memorable band that you probably met, hung out with, or just even been able to be in the crowd to see? What's one that sticks out in your head?
Oh wow, that's a tough one. So many we played with over the years. I mean, all the guys that I grew up idolizing. Judas Priest, everyone. I mean, everyone you could think. Probably one of the coolest was meeting Judas Priest, Rob Halford. He let me sit on his motorcycle, take a photo. Very cool. But that was very memorable. Slipknot's always a blast. We've done tons of shows with those guys and are really good friends with them. I'm great friends with the guys on their crew. So yeah, Slipknot's another real cool one to do.
Now I know you're doing all this, but you said you've done music. Are you still playing with that? Are you working on anything? Is it just kind of like a hobby now?
What I'm doing now is I've opened a mastering studio, and I'm mastering music now. I still play every day. My bass. I'm a bass player, so I do play every day. Keep my chops up. Get to play, when we're out on the road. But mainly when I'm off tour, I'm trying to get my mastering studio going and doing some mastering.
Well, why don't you let everybody know? I mean, if it could be public knowledge, if that's allowed, let them know just so they can look it up and be aware of what that's going to be called.
It's just Carlos's Mastering. That's it.
That's the best name ever, man. Straight into the point.
Straight to the point.
Carlos, I'm not going to take too much more of your time, man. I know you got things to do. Brother, thank you very much for coming out and doing this little interview so people can see and hear the other side of all these other things. So even if you don't want to be the musician, there's other things that you can do in the world of music.
It's the best job I could ever wish for. It's a great opportunity. I've been all around the world from Kathmandu to Europe. I mean, I've been to every country I can think of, Russia, and I've been fortunate enough to do this, and it's really a great job, and it's really cool. It's nothing that you can really learn. It's something you just got to kind of work your way into, and I'm very lucky and I'm humbled to be able to do what I do. It's fantastic.
And I feel the same way on the other end of this. But, man, one more time, thank you very much for coming out, guys. Make sure, Lamb of God, you check them out. You've heard them before. Look them up. They're going to be hitting stage here at Rocklahoma tonight. So check it out. It's Springfield's Rock Station Q102.